So you've been injured in an automobile accident that you are not at fault, and you are incurring out-of-pocket medical expenses as well as potentially lost wages. And your question is, can you settle your personal injury case in installments just to help offset some of your immediate losses? And by this, we are referring to your tort claim against a negligent party. There are potentially other sources of immediate income, a cash advance, medical payments coverage on your auto policy, maybe even a workers' comp claim if you're injured while working. Let's set those aside for now because those are all collateral claims anyway. We're talking strictly about the tort claim against a negligent party. And the answer is yes, in certain circumstances. Essentially, there is a priority order of insurance policies that cover this claim, starting with the liable parties policies, and then moving on to any uninsured policies you may have at your disposal. And basically, you can collect against those in order, but there's a catch. Number one, you cannot sign a general release. You must only release the policy or policies that you are being paid for. And two, you must receive the full amount of the policy limits to move on to the next layer of insurance coverage. In other words, you can't settle in increments if the claim is not worth the full policy limits, because that would in essence settle your case in full. With liability policies, we refer to this in Georgia as a limited liability settlement, and your attorney will know how to draft that release so that it complies with the statute and still preserves your right to continue to pursue full value for your injury and losses. So for example, if you have a case that's worth $35,000 and the liable party has $25,000 in insurance, you can potentially take that $25,000 in insurance through a limited liability release and then still go pursue any additional policies for the remainder of your loss. Whereas if the liable party had $50,000 in insurance and your claim is worth $35,000, you cannot settle that case in part because your case is not worth the full limits of that liability policy.